What's going on, folks? Happy holidays and welcome to another episode of Into the Squared Circle podcast. Yeah, this is the last time I talk to you guys. It's before Christmas. It's after Christmas. Were you naughty? Were you nice? I sound like Vince McMahon right now. Man, you had a great Christmas, man. I hope you guys had a great Christmas as well. Hopefully, Santa stuffed your stockings. Hopefully, you left your presents. Hopefully, not Cole, right? Or not Michael Cole. I'm talking about, yeah, fuck it. Well, anyway, how's everyone doing, man? Hope you're doing well. And welcome, man. Welcome to Into the Squared Circle podcast. We talk about all things pro wrestling. And as I mentioned, I'm your host, G Beast, and welcome. And hey, follow me on my social media platforms, Into the Squared Circle podcast on Facebook, X, Instagram, and of course, I'm on YouTube, right? So if you're listening on the podcast, I do have a YouTube page. All you have to do is type in Into the Squared Circle podcast, see my beautiful face, the next Savannah White working on Wheel of Fortune. No, it's not true, but you know what? Here we are. We're almost close to the end of the year. And oh yes, right. As I mentioned, if you're watching on YouTube, God damn, I'm screwing this up. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. You already know this show is going well already. Shit's hitting the fan already. But you know what? Here we go, folks. What we're gonna talk about? I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but what I can tell you next episode, the final show of the 2023 of Into the Square Circle podcast. It's gonna be my top 10, moments of pro wrestling industry as a whole. Not matches, not pro wrestler of the year. I'm talking about top 10 moments, the impact, or I at least be like, holy smokes, to me as a fan. Just this is just my list. Maybe you can agree, maybe you won't. Maybe you have your own personal top moments in pro wrestling. So I'll have my top 10 for my final episode, which will be coming out pretty soon. By the way, I have a secondary podcast, a Lesson in Headbanging podcast with GB. If you're a fan of rock and heavy metal, I just released my top 10 bands I never seen before in 2023. So I made a little interesting. So top 10 bands I never seen before in 2023. First time ever. And you'll be surprised what my top number one is. My number one is hey, oh, man, you know what? Go check it out right now. It's available on YouTube and podcasts. All right. All right. So we got that out of the way. All right. You're going to ask you, gee, what'd you get for Christmas? Well, I got a couple action figures. If you know behind me, if you're watching on YouTube, I got a shit ton of AEW action figures, WWE action figures, and I got the Owen Hart limited edition AEW figure. I have the rest in peace, Brody Lee, and I have the action figure with him and his son, -1. And then also have the CM Punk AEW Supreme Walmart exclusive, which they've been hard to get inside of Walmart alone, right? And they're not cheap too as well. They're like $42 if you can afford it. But thankfully, a local Walmart was in stock and someone got me that for Christmas. So I'm really happy with that. AEW CM Punk Supreme. Get it while you get it, because he's in WWE now. So try to snatch up all the AEW CM Punk merch while you can. And what else I got? I got myself, not gonna get myself. I got a couple rock stuff, vinyl stuff. You can find out that stuff on my other podcast. And then I love this one right here. I cherish this present right here. History of pro wrestling. The Jim Crockett Promotions and the NWA World title from 1983 to 1988. So 1983 to 1988. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it right now. History of Pro Wrestling, Jim Crockett Promotion. This is pretty badass, dude. This is like a Bible. I mean, this is like a national. I mean, this is every single match. I mean, if you look at the intro, there's so many people contributing to this book. But I mean, they got old pictures in here, the NWA old pictures in a Magnum TA, Rock and Roll Express, got old school posters in here. But as every match with the card on it. And I can't wait to dig more into this book, but absolutely just phenomenal. But you know what? I enjoy that present. I had a great Christmas. I had a great Christmas. I hope you had a great Christmas as well. I mean, if you got some wrestling merch or wrestling stuff, or pretty badass, you got video game, whatever you got, man. Let me know what you had, man. Into the Squared Circle podcast on YouTube, X, Instagram. Drop it in the comment section. Send me a DM, man. Tell me how your Christmas. You got something cool? You got something rare? Let me know what you guys think, man. Join the conversation. All right, so enough assing off here. Let's talk about AEW World's End. The world's ending. The world's crumbling. AEW presents World's End going down this coming Saturday, the 30th, December 30th. The final pay-per-view of AEW. Or hell, maybe the final. I can't really say is the final wrestling promotion on the planet. I know Japan got something up their sleeves over there, and New Year's Eve. But this episode, I'm gonna have my previews and predictions for AEW World's End. Nothing crazy in the past couple of weeks in pro wrestling. No one got punched backstage. Wink, wink. Nobody got fired. My understanding, it sounds like Sean Spears might be correctly. All right. So here we go. We got that going on as well. So we got Sean Spears contract going up in January 1st of 2024. And Monday Night Raw right before Christmas, was a pretty decent Raw. Again, Drew McIntyre was really personal with Seth Rollins. I enjoyed that on Raw. And they had a Christmas match on there. Come on. AEW Dynamite last night was pretty solid. Samoa Joe. What is he the devil? We will dig more deep into that when we talk about AEW World's End coming up very shortly. So we got that going on as well. So other than that, man, it's not too shabby. We got a New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom going down in a couple days. That's in a couple days, the first week of January 4th. So I cannot wait for New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom. I always enjoy watching that as always. Yes, I'll have my previews and predictions for that as well. We got Bryan Danielson versus Okada. Hey, I'm down for that, baby. So we will talk about that in the coming days. All right, that's right around the corner. All right, so let's talk about AEW World's End, which is going down this coming Saturday, December 30th, 2023, this coming Saturday in Uniondale, New York, or Long Island, at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. So we have, as I'm looking at the matches here, you know how Tony Khan is. He like to add more matches as it gets closer. As of right now, there's 10 total. And let's talk about it. So we got, let's talk about at least the 2 pre-shows for now. Again, maybe Tony Khan will add another 5 more, maybe Friday night. So we have a 20-man battle royal for a future AEW TNT Championship match. In this match, you can use this opportunity anytime, anywhere, any place. So that's a good deal. Who's the 20 guys? We don't know. Who's going to win? We don't know. So we'll throw it out the window because I can't really guess it. All right. Pre-show number 2, Hook will put his FTW champion on the line and the FTW rules match against Wheeler Yuta. Oh boy, 2 young guys get in the ring. It's gonna be a slobber knocker. It's gonna be a decent match. My best bet, Hook will retain. I there's no reason behind it. I can't really back it up, but I just have a good feeling Hook may retain the FTW champion. Okay. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, drop it in the comment section, man. Join the conversation. I'm a fan. You're a fan. We're all fans. We're one big happy wrestling family. If you listen on the podcast, join on YouTube. Join me on Facebook, X, Instagram. That's where I hide at, and that's where I played at. All right, so we got this is going to be a hell of a match. Eddie Kingston. He's going to put all his championships on the line. He's going to put all his eggs in the basket. His Ring of Honor World Champion, New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight Champion, and the new champion that's going to forge together and combine, become the AEW Continental Champion. Eddie Kingston will put his championships on the line against Jon Moxley, the man who bleeds in every match. So who's going to win? Eddie Kingston or Jon Moxley? Now let's back it up a little bit. All right. Let's back it up to this past Wednesday on Dynamite on TBS. So yeah, man, Swerve Strickland. He fell short. He fell short. And ain't that a shame? He got defeated by Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley advances to the final. All right. That was the Gold League. I believe the Blue League was featured on the show this past Wednesday. Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston. Now, I would love to see Swerve Strickland, a young guy who fans are on board with. He has a lot of steam, a lot of momentum. I would pick him, but they gave it to Jon Moxley. Okay. Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston defeated Bryan Danielson. I would have picked Bryan Danielson. Danielson versus Swerve Strickland. That'd be a hell of a match. But Bryan Danielson's probably going to be in Japan, so that's probably another reason why he's. I don't know. But either way, this is going to be a good match. It's going to be a personal match. What I mean by personal, these guys these guys had a long history between Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley. So both of these guys has long history on the road. And these guys were phenomenal when it comes to promo talking this past Wednesday. Eddie Kingston, man, his facial reactions during the match against Bryan Danielson, just his psychology. I love Eddie Kingston's psychology. And when you throw that against Jon Moxley this coming Saturday, you're going to have yourself a slobber knocker. As Jim Ross would say, a slobber knocker. Oh, by God almighty. Man, oh man, I don't know who I'm gonna pick. It'd be a shame if Jon Moxley wins. I'd be disappointed. Why? I don't know, man. It's just get it that far in the tournament, and Jon Moxley is just wait, is it? No, just give it Eddie Kingston. That's gonna be my pick, Eddie Kingston. He's the underdog in this whole damn thing. Guy was lacking in wins, and then all suddenly he's in the finals. Finish the story. That's Cody's and CM Punk's gimmick. All right. Julia Hart will put her AEW TBS Women's Championship on the line against Abaddon. Yeah, spooky Abaddon. Who's going to win? I like Julia Hart. She's great. She's been impressing me the past couple of weeks, or probably a month or so. Abaddon, she's unique, she's different, and she's creepy as fuck. But she's pretty cool. But I like Julia Hart because she has a lot of potential. Keep a title around her waist, and hell, give it to a future match against Thunder Rosa. Or bring back Britt Baker, DMD. She's sitting at home complaining online, and bring her back. Next challenger. So we'll have to wait and see, but I'm going to pick Julia Hart for the hell of it. All right, another women's match. This is pretty simple. It's pretty damn simple. Timeless Toni Storm versus Riho. Now, Timeless Toni Storm is going to put her AEW World Women's Championship on line against Riho. I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be honest with you as a fan. I'm being brutally honest, okay? Just a Catholic in a confession box. Oh, I'm gonna be honest to you, that was bad. Okay, Tony Storm's gonna be my pick. She's gonna be my pick. I know there's some real fans out there. There's gonna be some real fans out there, but I'm sorry, man. I just don't see her as a champion again. Yeah, she was a champion in the past, but I'm sorry, man. It just doesn't sit right with me. And nothing against her. We're not going to talk about weight, size, none of that shit. No, 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 no. I just Tony Storm. She, and again the right way without hurting people's feelings. Tony Storm. She is. Yeah, she's a star, right? She looks like a star. Her gimmick is good. Keep the title around her waist until she has another star like I just said her name. Shit, Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, Saraya. What happened? All these star women's out there sitting backstage and catering or sitting at home. So Tony Storm, my pick. All right, 8-man tag match here, folks. Nothing's on the line here, just an 8-man tag. Ricky Starks, Big Bill, the Don Callis family, Konosuke Takeshita, Powerhouse Hobbs, Meat versus the La Sex Gods. Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara. Okay, there we go. Let's go backtrack at the Dynamite this past Wednesday. Sammy Guevara returned back after being home as a parent for a couple months. Don Callis family, I totally forgot about this whole damn skit. Just wiped out in my memory. Apparently, Sammy Guevara was part of his crew, and I just totally forgot about it. And they brought the pieces back up, and I sound like they're going to kick his ass out of the Don Callis family. Chris Jericho came out to save him. Both guys shook hands and hugged, and now the La Sex Gods are back together. So, who's going to win? Oh, by the way, I got to finish the stable here. They're going to be teaming with Sting and Darby Allin. So, that is pretty simple, man. Give it to Les Sex Gods with Sting and Darby Allin. Again, Sting's retiring. Hell, give him this big ass win. That's gonna be my pick. All right. Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland in a no disqualification match for the AEW TNT Championship. All right, so I don't know how this is gonna go. And will Christian Cage slither his way out of this match? Will Nick Wayne and his mom get involved in a match? It could possibly be. Who else could Christian Cage have up his sleeve that could weasel his way out? Again, it's a no DQ match. Anything and anybody could get interfered or happen. So I would love to see Adam Copeland win. I would love to. But in reality, storyline, hey, Christian Cage will retain. I just see something happening. Something will go down. I don't know what. I don't know how, but I know Christian Cage will retain. Just my pick. All right, Swerve Strickland versus Keith Lee. Keith Lee is tired of being this mopey guy walking around backstage. He wants to be the real Keith Lee that fans want. And it's time to bring the old Keith Lee back. Can he destroy Swerve Strickland? Or could Swerve Strickland have the biggest task in his pro wrestling career and defeat Keith Lee? That's going to be interesting. I don't know, man. Who's the heel? Who's the baby face? I don't know. But hell with it, man. Swerve got a high momentum. I hope they don't kill him. And what I mean by kill him, I hope they don't kill his whole momentum. So give it to Swerve Strickland. Why not? This could be my pick. All right, Mito will face Andrade El Idolo in a singles match. All right. You'll probably have yourself a good match here. Miro's trying to get his wife back. CJ Perry, who is managing Andrade El Idolo. So I could see Andrade and Miro put on a hell of a match. I think these guys will beat the living crap out of each other. Who's going to win? Oh, maybe there's a happy ending here between the husband and wife. And I think Miro will retain. They're not retained. There's no championship belts in the line. Damn it. You know what? I need a drink. There we go. Cheers. Goose Island 312. One of my favorites. I love wheat beer. Cheers. And IPAs and lagers and stouts. You sound like you're like, damn, G, you're probably a drunk. You sit at home and drink? No. Like, I mean, and not like I have 3 different brands in my cooler right now, but cheers, man. It's the holidays. All right, Miro versus Andrade El Idolo. I'm going to pick Miro to win this match and get his smoking hot, flexible wife back around his waist. Yeah. All right, the main event. Are you ready? MJF will put his AEW World Championship on the line against Samoa Joe. MJF versus Samoa Joe. MJF will put his title on the line. Who's going to win? Now let's go back to this I sound like a DJ. Let's travel back in time to this past Wednesday. AEW Dynamite. All right, what the hell happened? If you've been keeping tabs, you know what happened. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's go through it really quick. All right, creepy guy in a mask, a devil mask, chasing MJF each and every week, jumping on with his goonies, which is all black mask, black sweatshirt, black pants. Who are these guys behind the mask? Why are they coming after MJF? Samoa Joe claims that he's going to be protecting him all the way up to the pay-per-view. It's kind of like a little insurance team, right? You got to protect the champion. Make sure he don't get hurt. So you could hurt him when you face him in the main event. You know what I'm saying? So here we are, the final Wednesday, the go-home show prior to the pay-per-view. Okay, so we're supposed to have a match between Samoa Joe tag teaming up with MJF versus the 2 mystery devil mask group men, or whatever you want to call them. So the devil guys came out in their black masks and black ski masks and black, everything all black. Not the House of Black, Malachi Black. All right, knock it off here. Yeah, I love that. I love that team, man. And Malachi Black, Brody King, Julia Hart. That's a great team. And people say there's a ripoff of Judgment Day. Come on now. You know what? I just these mystery guys. All right. Hopefully Scooby Doo can unmask them. These guys came out, tag team up, fucking the luchador. What's that gimmick where Kurt Angle had the luchador mask? He was doing the dance. And he took the mask off. Like, holy shit, it's Kurt Angle. He wasn't a luchador L, whatever the hell his name was. All right, man. Yeah, man. We get these mystery guys, the mystery machine guys, versus Samoa Joe and MJF. Okay. So all these guys came out. The guys in the mask got in the ring. All right, they're waiting around. Here we go. Out comes MJF. Got his champion belt around his waist. Okay, waiting on Samoa Joe. Where's Samoa Joe at? My partner. Looks up at the screen. Samoa Joe's getting jumped backstage. Well, not jumped, but he was backstage. Allegedly, he got jumped. He's on the ground cradling with his leg. Like, oh, my knee. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry, MJF. Shit. MJF was like, fuck it. I'm going to just have to defend my titles by myself against these mystery goonies. So, well, MJF gets jumped and get his ass beat and got pinned. And these mystery guys with the mask won the Ring of Honor tag team titles. And that right there, I'm like, fudge. Chocolate fudge. Why did you give these guys the Ring of Honor titles? Maybe there's more to it. But there we go. MJF tried so hard to keep this title. His best friend Adam, who was home with a a shattered ankle, and he's been fleeing MJF to hold on to those titles, and MJF lost them. Now these mystery guys have the tag team titles. So Samoa Joe came out after MJF was getting jumped. Samoa Joe came in for the save. And Samoa Joe face to face with MJF in the ring. The lights came out, and up appeared was the guy in the devil mask, the head honcho of the mafia devil mask guys, the guy who's running the joint. And he left the message on the screen, and this says, "Pleasure doing business with you." And I sat there and scratched my head like, what the hell that's supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Hold on. You hear all the fans in the crowd groaning. Oh, shit. And Samoa Joe laid out MJF in the middle of the ring. Now, in my brain, okay, my little stupid brain, I can't speak. I'm on like beer number 6, but bear with me here, folks. My little pea brain is telling me that Samoa Joe is the devil. No, I think I kind of got that wrong. A lot of people are saying, yeah, Samoa Joe's, I guess cut a deal with the devil. I guess he's working with the mafia crew backstage. So, yeah, we know Samoa Joe's a heel. Yeah, we know we can't trust them. Yeah, we know we got a main event this coming Saturday. Well, these guys ain't going to be friends too long. But he took them out. And yet better, he yanked the tag team titles away to the devil group, right? The faction, right? So, it's very interesting. And my understanding, they could unveil the guy in the devil mask this coming Saturday. All right, who's in the mask? We don't know. Jungle Boy, hope not. Wardlow, that'd be flatter. That'd be flat. Fuck, man. It gotta be a big surprise, man. Who's in the devil mask? Dolph Ziggler? Right. Was it Nick Nemeth? Could be Adam Cole the whole time. Bring back the Undisputed Era. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong. Bring back the Undisputed Era, the Undisputed. That'd be pretty badass. Well, we'll have to wait and see this coming Saturday. But who's going to win? Gee, get to the damn point. Who's going to win? I'm going to sidetrack here. MJF versus Samoa Joe. I'd be shocked if Samoa Joe wins the world champion. I'd be freaking shocked if Samoa Joe stands here with the title in the air. Damn. Not Ron Simmons. Damn. Like, holy smokes. Samoa Joe won the title. I'd be shocked. And something tells me, man, every tingling nerve in my body's telling me Samoa Joe's gonna win. Holy shit. There's a story here. I don't know how, when, or what, or where. All the W's. Samoa Joe. Damn, I love MJF, and I want him to keep the title around his waist. Again, longevity storyline, right? Roman Reigns breaking records with title belts. Longevity. I want MJF to have longevity in it. Maybe I'm wrong, but something tells me Tony Khan's just gonna flip the script and give it to Samoa Joe. I think that's gonna happen. Because look, we know Samoa Joe don't have a lot of years left in his career. We know that. He's in the same time frame with CM Punk, Bryan Danielson. These guys can go hard so much. So again, Samoa Joe, man, what an opportunity. What a way to go out 2023 with a bang. Dang, I'll be done. Hey, I'm cool with that, man. So Samoa Joe, my pick. All right, my jaw hurts. I talk too much. All right. Happy New Year. I'll probably talk to you guys again when I do my top 10 favorite moments in pro wrestling history. We will talk about that next episode, right? So I got your attention. If you made it this far, God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to my shenanigans. Hope you had a great Christmas. Hope you got what you want. It's New Year. Drink responsibly. That's why I'm drinking like 10 beers, but I'm home, right? I'm not driving anywhere. I don't have keys in my hands. Water's not magic water, right? It's like, be responsible. Don't be stupid like me, right? Just stay home, watch some wrestling, drink some beers, kick ass, and repeat. I like that. That's a t-shirt. Stay home, drink beer, watch wrestling. Oh, shit. I scratch it. And I need to start writing this stuff. Trademark. All right. I'm done. Happy New Year, guys. I love you. Again, Into the Squared Circle podcast on Facebook, X, Instagram, and on YouTube. Right? You're watching. You're watching me. I'm watching you. Keep your clothes on. All right. Till next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Peace.